1,000 laughs over a weekend as swell. Vail Comedy Festival. Pet an alpaca or hike a trail.
This on. All right, hey everybody, we're back. I'm Mark Masters. We got Zach Travis here. We're live from the Vail Comedy Festival.
Howdy, y'all.
It is day 3, Sunday.
Look, we made it.
We made it. We made it. My credit card didn't make it, as we just found out.
You know, you can always get more credit.
But not immediately,
Well,
it turns
no.
out. I hit the limit. I got about $50 left on the old credit card, and they won't instantly upgrade it. So
Okay.
hopefully I don't have to pay for anything today. We
What?
bought almost everything. We bought the banners, we bought all the cables and the speakers and the signage, and
It has been a fantastic festival. You should be very
thanks,
proud.
man.
It's been
Thanks,
a lot of
man.
fun.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know. I would like to buy some drinks at the after party tonight. That's going to be. Oh, we have some cash. We'll figure that out.
You know what?
We'll figure that out.
You don't have to pay for everything in credit.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah.
give
Sure.
them just give them the old
I
raspberry
think
apple.
I think my credit is good at the bar we're going to, anyways. I think they just let me float it. So I'll bet they know where to find me. Yeah. So weird start to this, but first one I'm doing this morning. We're at one more time. We're at the Vail Comedy Festival Memorial Day weekend in Vail, Colorado.
My pass is over
We're
there.
just we're checking in with comics, seeing what their festival experience was like, how they like the town of Vail, etc. So Zach, where are you right now? You live in Philadelphia?
Right now I live in Philadelphia,
Okay.
But I'm originally from Montgomery, Alabama.
Awesome. And what do you think of Vail? How did you get here?
Roll Tide. I love it. This place is great.
Okay.
It's one of the most beautiful places I've ever been to. The people are nice. The streets are clean. And you know what? You can't get away from the sound of a babbling brook. And God bless it. It's probably one of the nicest things about it.
Nice. We did just get caught in like a 4-minute hailstorm.
Yeah, it was very strange.
And then it's beautiful and sunny now.
I don't.
like
I don't.
5 minutes later.
You know, just like they say in Alabama, if you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes.
Yeah,
and it should be different.
Exactly. Yeah. So we had great weather the first 2 days, and then just a smidge of rain today, and then it's gone. It's supposed to come back. It's supposed to rain here and there throughout today, but really just terrific weather. We really lucked out on the weather.
Thank you, weatherman. Who's the weatherman in Vail?
Yeah. Who knows?
Maybe it's
Who
Mark.
knows?
Let's
Maybe.
get Mark to be the weatherman. That'd be good.
Yeah, sure.
We'd have a good time.
Yeah, it'd be funny. What have you? Tell me about the spots you've been on.
So I've done a couple of the Bridge Street bars at 5.
What do you think of that venue?
It is super fun. I think it is the dirtiest bar in Vail,
It could be.
which is saying something. No, it's not. It's a great spot. It's just like, oh, this is the dive bar of Vail, and it's the nicest bar I've been to probably in like the past 3 weeks. It's very fun. It's got that great like you go down in the basement, you wander in there, you're goofing with everybody. It's fun. There's a stripper pole. That's fun. We had fun with that. And the folks have been fun and receptive and cool.
Yeah.
And I had a great time. I've had
Nice.
telling jokes, slinging jokes. I might have bombed a little bit, but
Which show?
That was the Saturday 5 o'clock, the 10-minute set. People were laughing.
Okay.
People were having a good time.
Okay.
They just wouldn't come with me.
Okay.
It was
All
like,
right.
ha ha.
What kind of premise were you doing?
Differences between...
I just for the record, I try and watch as many sets as I can, but almost every show I'm setting up the next show, or I'm dealing with
course.
past exchanges or merch sales, there's a lot going on.
Totally,
so I try to watch as much as I can.
It was.
I didn't see that.
It
set.
feels like somebody is calling you every few minutes to be like, "Oh, hey, by the way, here's a huge emergency that you have to take care of."
Right.
Do you have any money on your credit card? No, I don't. So we'll have to solve this one the old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
No, it was fine. Everybody laughed. Everybody had a good time. It just kept feeling like I had to keep pulling. And come with.
So what was the
differences between the South and the North, which I guess sometimes those don't quite translate.
Maybe out
to
west,
somewhere.
it's not
out west,
quite
it's
as
a little different.
relatable.
There's a little bit there, but having roommates, which I don't think anybody in Vail has roommates, so maybe that one could have been that one. Breakups.
Okay,
fun
everybody's
stuff like
happily romantic couple.
Yeah, so
it's a beautiful place.
They didn't like the sad material because they don't want to be sad because they're not sad.
You're funny. I did see your 5-minute spot. It was terrific.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that, and that was
came
fun.
out with great energy.
Oh, I come out with great energy, but I had only spent less than 24 hours in the mountains, so I goes, yeah, and I was like, oh no, and I literally could not breathe on stage. There was a point where I was trying to get through a joke last night, and I could feel the oxygen in my lungs like a meter going down, down, like you're at 2, you need to recharge, buddy. But I had to keep going because the joke was not over.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's great. Okay, so your spot. So you got another one today?
Yes, I'll be on the 7:30 Sunday night show. Caitlin Pufalo.
Pulufo,
Excuse me.
She's so funny. Have you seen her before?
I have not seen her before,
You're gonna love
but
it.
she was a blast last night at the party. So
She's a good hang.
I cannot wait
She is a
to
good
see
hang.
her on stage. It's gonna be fun. I think.
Shot right there.
You know, if it was, hey, you know, we'll figure it all out.
Coco, just a quick shout out to Two Arrows Coffee in the Vail Village. Gave every comic a free coffee.
It was
This
delicious.
is hot chocolate. I don't drink coffee.
You know, it was fantastic. Love coffee. Drink coffee every day. I don't,
Nice.
but I think, you know, we'll figure it out. I'm sure
Yeah.
Two Arrows will love it, whether or not I actually do.
Yeah,
Go,
that's good.
guys, whenever you're in Vail, Colorado, go on down to Two Arrows Coffee Shop.
Yeah.
They've got some of the best roasts, blends, and frappuccinos,
Just tell,
lattes, and maca.
tell us more about.
macchiatos.
So how do you get the free coffee?
How do I get the free
How
coffee?
did you get it?
I'm incredibly funny, and I was chosen of the 32-ish comics out of hundreds that applied for this.
That's true.
I'm better than you. I'm smarter than you. I'm funnier than you, and I get free coffee because of it.
Okay. Did you get anything else free?
Hell yeah! I went down to
Name
the
anything?
10th Street Whiskey.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Free whiskey?
Boy, I needed that
Was it
after.
good?
Yeah, it was great after I bombed. That was fantastic. I had a fucking great time after that. I didn't feel nearly as bad after the whiskey. 10th Street Whiskey. Go on down, drink your cares away.
10th Mountain
Whiskey.
Quick story. This is for you. Probably people watching this might know this if they're local, but 10th Mountain Division was they were the ski military, like
Oh,
the
yeah.
military people with skis on.
Right.
You've seen that statue
Yeah,
over by the George.
very cool statue.
That fought in World War II, and they trained very close to here. Camp Hale, it's right around the corner, and that's where they trained. And then they went to Europe and they kicked ass. And then some of them saw ski mountains there and came back and founded this mountain.
Oh, I got you.
This
Okay.
used to be like a goat or sheep meadow, basically.
Okay, and that's it.
And there was no highway either. The highway wasn't here.
Has there ever
originally.
been like mineral rights? Because I looked in the river and there's shiny stuff in there. I don't know if that's silver or.
Definitely in Colorado, like Aspen has a deep history of silver mining.
Oh. You know what?
And-
Come to Vail.
And there's
Come,
on the drive up.
come
You
panning.
went through. How did you get from Denver to Vail?
how did I get
hitched
from
a ride,
Denver
right?
for Corey David,
Awesome.
local comedian,
Yeah.
fantastic, super funny,
Super funny.
and
a
really
great guy.
great
Driving
guy,
people-
super
driving
fun.
comics.
drove
Good community feel.
several.
I love
What was it? It was Sam Anser,
Sammy Anser?
Sam Anser, Austin Black, and Corey David. All drove
must have
up.
been a fun drive.
Great bros.
Must have been a fun ride.
Sam fell asleep. That was really funny. But he passed out faster than I've ever seen anybody pass out. That's fun. We got fish tacos at a place in the mountains, which I thought was a little strange. But
Oh, I think I know where that is.
I don't think there's a lot of.
It's
I didn't
in,
know that there was so much fish up here. But hey,
Yeah. Yeah, in Dillon, in Summit County. Thank you, Summit County. Summit County has come out to the Vail Comedy Festival, and
Hell
I
yeah.
appreciate you. That's like a 40-ish minute drive.
wild.
And
That's fun.
I've met a bunch of people from Summit County at the festival having a good time, and I really appreciate them supporting the Vail comedy stuff.
I can say this. I've been in Colorado for 72 hours, something like that, and I have had to try very, very hard not to fall in love with this place.
Aw, that's
It is
nice.
absolutely wonderful. It is a fantastic city, state, region, and
Cool.
if Philadelphia keeps pissing me off, you might see me here a little bit more often.
Pretty good. I want to talk about that a little bit. So you had some success as a comedian, and you moved to a new scene. What's that like?
Oh, from going from Alabama to Philadelphia was a lot of fun. Alabama has a great comedy scene. I think there are some of the best comics in the world in Alabama. It's just very small, compact. There's not a lot of space to do things. The comedy that you do is pretty much just for yourself and your friends, and a minor like growth. You have to travel around. Not too hard because everybody in Alabama drives. There's no public transport pretty much anywhere, so we're used to driving around, going up and down, doing things like that. What I really enjoyed about going from Alabama to Philadelphia is even though Philadelphia is a much bigger city, there's a lot more opportunity. There's so many more comics. Again, also fantastic. Philadelphia is one of the funniest cities I've ever been in. Still super close-knit. Super, I don't know, they all get it. It's not like it's a New York where it's kind of like everybody's kind of in it for themselves. We're just going to do this. I've got to focus on me.
Right.
In Philadelphia, people, the comedy scene works to make the whole comedy scene better.
Huh, nice. Everybody's lifting everybody up.
Right. It's, obviously a little bit of jealousy and a little bit of, drama here and there. Can't avoid it. But God bless, they've been nothing but nice to me. And as far as I've seen, everybody's been nothing but nice to each other.
Nice.
So
That's
it's wonderful.
awesome.
And going from one place to the other, I'm thinking about it again, another move like that. I guess.
Where would you go, New York or LA?
And that's what I was thinking, New York, LA.
Denver, maybe.
And when I go to if I go to New York or LA, not only do I start over, and when I started over, I'll say this, when I started from Alabama to Philadelphia, it felt like, I proved myself within the first few shows. It was like, okay, you know what you're doing. If I go to New York, it's back to zero. No one cares.
Yep.
We're all very funny. Get your stuff, get better, get good. So I'm 34. Feel like I'm a little too old to go back to zero. I don't know. That's a personal thing.
Yeah.
Maybe I just don't want to do it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Where am I thinking of moving? Maybe somewhere maybe back down south.
Okay.
I really miss the South. Like a Austin, a Nashville, Atlanta.
Yeah.
All of those burgeoning scenes, burgeoning movie industries down there as well.
Do you try and do film stuff?
Try. It's what I graduated, went to school for.
Okay.
Do a lot of
Atlanta
filming on
seems
my
to
own.
be the place for that.
And
film everything.
there's
right?
that. Atlanta, just same problem as Philadelphia, big city.
And a good airport if you start traveling.
Right.
You know.
Same thing.
Yeah.
So I got to figure that one out.
Nice. Let's try and let's play this game. I know at least 2 comics from Philadelphia. First one, a woman, and has a podcast about ghosts. Some kind of
Meg Getz.
That's her?
Meg
All right,
Getz.
Good.
Yeah.
Nailed it. All right.
She's great.
Yeah.
She's so funny. Just put out her new album. Go check it out. Meg Getz. I don't know the name of the album, but Meg Getz, her album right there. Boom.
All right.
Check it out. She's great.
Nice. Good. And the second one's going to be harder.
Okay. Shane
don't-
Gillis. Boom.
No.
Okay.
By the way, do you know who Derek Stroop is?
Love Derek Stroop.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's a great
have
guy.
you worked with him?
Super
Have you
fun.
seen him?
I've
Yeah.
seen him a few times. I think I've been on a few shows when he traveled through Alabama.
Yeah.
I know he went through Philadelphia, but he was at a major club and it was sold out, and even the comedians couldn't even get in. So congratulations to Derek Stroop.
Yeah, he's
Fucking
crushing it.
Great guy.
Derek Stroop did the very first, he was the headliner of the very first Vail Comedy Show.
Oh, wow, yeah.
September 2019 or 2018? One of those. It was a September show. It was at Eagle Vail Brewing Company, and he has since he was a comic from Alabama, moved to Denver. We had him headline the show. Since then, he has only gone on to bigger and better things.
Fantastic,
very
incredibly funny.
Very funny.
I love how he just it's just the jokes never stop. They just keep coming at you. It's so much fun to watch him.
He's great. STROUP for Derek. So the other Philadelphia comic.
Sure.
All I can remember about him, he has like a hard K sound in his name. I feel like Cuptick or something like that. But he has a joke about hockey fights. And do you know this guy?
Casey Kuftick.
Oh yeah. Okay. Great. Yeah.
Casey Kuftick, also
He's
a great
2 for
comic.
2.
Look at that. Yeah.
He knows the Philadelphia
like I
scene.
said, the Philadelphia scene, like I said, very tight knit. We're all at the same mics. We're all doing the same shows. Recently, because of the pandemic, there are only 2 major clubs in Philadelphia, Helium and Punchline, both great clubs. Go hit them both up. And everything else is bar shows. So everything else is personal level, hey, call me from their cell phone, hey, can you do the show? Yeah, I'd love to. That'd be fantastic. Meet up and hang out for an hour before the show and then hang out until we all get blackout. So great.
Nice.
Casey Kuftick, no album yet, but he's touring all over the place. Also a great
Have
comic.
them both
Check it out.
apply to the Vail Comedy
Please,
Festival
guys,
for next
it's
year.
so much fun.
Tell them when you get back home.
Even if you bomb your headline set, don't worry. It's gorgeous and beautiful out here. And
You didn't really bomb.
Even
Bomb is an exaggeration. I'm sure. I would have heard about it if you really did. I'm sure of it. I've got nothing but it's so fun. People come up to me and we just chat. They see my badge or they've seen me on stage and they're just like, we're having a great time. And I'm like, what comics have you enjoyed? And they just rattle on. They don't remember names.
This
right?
one and this guy.
But they'll be like,
the one that
the
did
guy
this.
who lost his breath on stage. He's got a southern accent. Yeah, it's a good time. You just be like that Zach Travis.
It's been fantastic. Please keep it going. It's been wonderful. And everybody who's watching this at home, come out to the next one.
VailComedyFestival.com. Look for information. You'll probably see this. You'll go there and it'll look like the website for this festival because I haven't updated it yet. But come November, we will open up submissions for 2023, and I think tickets will go on sale January 2023 for Memorial Day weekend. Let's talk a a little bit more about comedy, and we'll get out of here.
Well done.
This is a question I like to ask everybody. If you could time travel back to your first open mic or very beginning of starting comedy, what's one thing you would tell yourself?
Oh, if I could time travel back to the first time, I would grab myself and time travel back again and start earlier.
That's not, you're not the first person to say
Yeah.
that. That's impressive. What age were you when you started?
I was about 25.
Okay.
I was,
So do you mean like in college, in high school, in middle school?
yeah, I was.
Like when would you?
I would really
ideally
hope I would. Oh, no one is 25 in high school, but hey,
No, I mean, when would you want to start?
Yeah, probably as soon as college started, I think.
Okay.
18,
Okay,
something
18,
like that.
okay.
I think I would have loved to have started, I guess, maybe earlier, but I lived in Alabama, and the big problem with that is the only place to do comedy in Alabama are bars, and so you have to usually be at least 18.
Yeah.
At least 18. I mean, we had Miss Lauren Lamphere in Alabama. She's fantastic. She started when she was 17. And her mom would come with her to the show to chaperone her. She'd get to do her set, and they both had to go. It's fantastic, very funny. She's killing it out in Alabama. Laugh Garden is her show in Birmingham, Alabama. If you're ever in the area, check it out. Lauren, fantastic. Yeah, I would have started a little bit earlier. I don't know.
Okay.
The only reason I started comedy, I thought about it ever so often. I was doing like video projects, fun stuff, hosting. I hosted a local access television show that was put on by just some folks I knew in college. That was super fun. We got to do funny bits and write like lots of fun things. But then one day a friend of mine was just like, hey, there's an open mic, we can go do it. And I was like, cool, sounds good. And I wrote a bunch of notes on a napkin, and I did my first set, and I think it was the best set I'd ever done, ever, in the history of I killed it the first time, so I'll take that.
Nice.
Have no idea what I talked about, have no idea what any joke I told. I wish I could, because they laughed a lot. And after that, it was just like, oh, this is the thing that I've wanted to do my whole life.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool.
If I could go back, I would say, hey, you should figure out this time machine thing too. And also, I'd probably just go like get a bunch of gold or something.
Nice.
I'd, like, hey, how much money? None? Go find some and invest in Twitter or something. I don't know.
Sure.
Something like that.
What to future comics who come to the Vail Comedy Festival, any tips or tricks? Anything they should check out? Anything you enjoyed?
You know what? I tried climbing the mountain a little bit. That was not fun. Don't do that. That's very hard.
Did you take the switchbacks, or did you just walk straight up?
Yeah, there was
Like
there was the dirt road that goes straight up.
Yeah.
I
That's
went.
not straight up. That's a gentle grade. You can actually go straight up.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, people do that.
The quarter. I went up like less than a
very
quarter of the
picker
way.
trail.
I said screw this, and I went back down and I hung out by the river just for.
You were on like a car road, like wide enough for a car.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's a gentle grade.
That's a gentle grade.
There's a winding, like a bike tire wide trail, basically, that goes almost straight up.
Yeah. If anybody's going to come here, I think they're going to just love the scenery. I wish I could say prep yourself by jogging. I don't know.
Yeah,
Be prepared
work
to
out.
just work out beforehand.
You get in when did you get in? Like 3 months ago, something like that? A while ago.
When did I what?
When did you get accepted into the
Oh
festival?
yeah, like 3 months ago.
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like
So you got 90 days.
90 days. Put yourself through a Couch to 5K series because you'll need it just to walk around up here. But it's beautiful. It's wonderful. And honestly, I know a lot of the comics. They go like, oh, I need to take a break. I need to do that. I've just had so much fun going to basically every show, and it's been a blast. Everyone is so funny. I never thought to myself like, ooh, can I handle like 3 solid days of all comedy? And it's been fantastic. So
Awesome.
yes, it's been wonderful. So thank you.
Couple
Thank you
quick
for inviting me.
hitters.
Go ahead.
You've been to other festivals, I'm sure. What's one of your favorite things about a comedy festival?
One of my favorite things about a comedy festival, so far, the swag has been really cool.
Nice.
Like I can't believe how the city of Vail has come out.
Yeah.
Like there's been so many tokens and tickets and free beers and free things. And again, even all the bartenders, even all the folks that aren't giving those things out, they're just like hanging out and having a good time, asking you how the comedy shows go.
Is that because you have your badge on, or?
I've had the badge on. And they've just seen me a couple times.
They got a different one. It says artist.
Artist.
Yeah.
Fart.
Yeah.
This is stupid. Yeah, and they've all been great. And what else is everybody's been super supportive and fun, and they've
Awesome.
almost like even the folks who work here maybe haven't been able to get a ticket or something like that have all been like, is there a way to get in? Is there stuff? And I'm like, come, I'll get you in. I'll please. And they're like, I think a few of them have come through after their shifts, and they've all enjoyed it.
Nice. And then a least favorite thing about a comedy festival?
Least favorite thing about a comedy festival? That they're over too soon. How about that? Huh?
Specifically for the Vail Comedy Festival.
Yeah.
All right, so how do people find you, Zach?
You can find me across social media at TugboatSim2019. TugboatSim2019. I've been talking too much.
Is there a story behind that? That seems like an unusual. We're running out of oxygen here.
Yeah,
we'll get that story next time from Zach Travis.
TugboatSim2019 across social media.
Check it out. VailComedyFestival.com. Every Memorial Day weekend. Thanks for tuning in for Live from the Vail Comedy Festival. I'm Mark Masters. This is Zach Travis.
I'm dying.
Have a great day.
Have a good one.